what do you think is your perspective on the career aspects? A lot of people have variety of misconceptions. They feel that ACCA has no job in India, or they feel that, you know, ACCA jobs are limited to this much only. It's only to go out, or these are the only jobs, or the market is very bad. Somebody wrote to us that, you know, he's already in ACCA and not finding a job at all. What do you think is the situation? You know, what is your realistic perception of this entire matter?
Like, I'm not opting for job right now, but I have seen my friends opting for it. So just having an ACCA degree will not get you a job. You have to have some skills with yourself. If you want to get into a finance domain, ACCA is not the only degree you should pursue, because ACCA is not a finance degree. But if you want to have into a audit or accounting field, you can get a job, but then also they require some experience, some internship experience. The currently job markets are very volatile right now. There are lots of what we say, um, jobs are being evacuated by the companies. That they are not hiring as much freshers as they used to in the past. But ACCA has equal opportunities as CA. Just the tax domain is not open for the ACCA as much as it is for the CA. But wherever the CA is placed, whether it is accounting, whether it is finance, whether it is auditing, everywhere you will find some job posting of the ACCA also. So if you want to have a career in audit, accounting, finance, then you can opt for ACCA. But the current job markets are not very much exciting for me right now. So I'm not doing the job search right now. I'm having a different path. I want to study more because I want to make a career in finance. So I'm opting for that. But Paresh sir will be the better person to guide you about how to crack a job. I think you can take on it.
So I think I would say that, you know, it requires a little bit of patience, and, you know, I think that's a classic problem with students, that you're doing a professional course, and suddenly, since you have done a professional course, you start expecting a placement situation like an IIM Ahmedabad. You know, I think that's the classic misconception. You are just an undergrad, right? Please understand this, you know. And if you are an undergrad, you still have a professional qualification, and you are going to get a job. You have to have a bit of patience, number one. Number two, lot of jobs require a lot of networking. And if you have not networked, if you don't have connections, you can't expect somebody else to serve these things to you on a platter. So I think job search is an activity in itself. It's an exercise, and it requires at least 3 to 6 months of effort. And ideally, you should start early. I mean, so for us, I think we keep telling our students to start from first year, to start building your LinkedIn profile, start building connections, start creating that, you know, furore for people to go search, explore what you are worth, so that by the time you finish your qualification, you are somebody, you know. So you should be seen as a professional by these, you know, hiring bodies. Plus, please understand, so that's the classic problem. You know, there is no placement day like a CA placement day that you see. So ACCA has a different approach to it. So ACCA has a platform, it's a portal where you have to go apply, do that effort by yourself. So it is not like a one placement day, one season, are you in or out, you know. And trust me, even CA placements are very tricky, or CFA placement, I mean, whatever. So these placement days are not there in ACCA. There's a platform, and because ACCA keeps happening, you know, the exam happens 4 times in a year, and, you know, people become ACCAs every different point of time. So they can't have these specific, you know, placement events. They do have placement activities and sessions and seminars and workshops, which you should attend, make your presence felt. But more importantly, you need to build your own profile. You need to apply to a lot of jobs, apply to at least 100 jobs to get one. You know, I think it has to be like that. Get the right CV, get the right contact, right connections, right references, right profiles, plus the right work experience. And I'll also tell you one more thing, which is what Garvit added, that it's not just about cracking an examination, it's about your skills. So if you're a smart person who understands, who can crack an interview, who can crack a conversation, that's more important. That's what companies are looking for. They're not just looking for somebody who can just, you know, sit for an examination and crack, you know. So it's not just an examination here. We are talking about a skill of being a professional. So if at all you want to do this, so that's another important thing, that while you're pursuing your ACCA, do not ignore your practical experience. It is very, 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 very important. It is not just, oh, I've cracked the exam, I am now an affiliate, I need a job. Nobody's going to give you a job like this. You need to build that experience of internships, working in an organization, understanding those skills, and being able to answer the right questions at the right time. So I think these are very important. I have not seen any of my students not placed. It takes 3-4 months. So I will be very honest that if you finish and become an ACCA affiliate or a member, give yourself at least 3 to 4 months. It's a process. Companies will take time. You will have to apply, you will receive calls, and you have to go through the interview process, crack those interviews, get references, get connected, get into the portal and do all of those things. So I think that's the journey, and you should take it like a 4-month journey. You should not take it like that. Plus, the markets are going to be tough for everybody. It's very clear. IT market is definitely facing a trouble. I do see some challenges and some volatility happening in the next two years because of the international recession that we're going to see. So yes, we should be ready for that. And I think it's going to impact all sorts of careers probably. It's not just, one particular professional course. It's going to be across, whatever is, imported or whatever is driven by MNCs. That segment will face some challenges, but I don't see ACCAs facing that difficulty too much. Meko lagta hai, I mean, I think it's because we are a service function, so ACCA is a service function. It is not the core function, and that's why these services will continue to be required. You can't really get away with, no accounting or no finance or no numbers. So every company will still continue to have them, just that they might take time to decide. So I think these are my classic answers to the placement scenario. Don't lose heart. Build the right contacts, build the right connections, reach out to the right set of people. They are hiring. Good part is ACCA is now available everywhere. Earlier, we used to have a difficulty where every job opportunity used to say just CA or, Indian qualifications and others. Today, you find ACCA being mentioned in most of the qualification requirements. So most of the job roles, people will write, CA versus ACCA or other qualifications, CFA, CMA, CPA, whatever. But this has started happening. So that's a very good positive which has happened. So yes, I wish everybody all the best on this.